What is up, everybody? Network 126. This just came in quite ironically at 11:26 a.m. The county of LA is ordering another curfew from 6 p.m. tonight to 6 a.m. tomorrow for all Los Angeles County, including all cities in the county. Traveling to/from work, going to vote, seeking or grieving emergency care, and emergency responders are exempt. More information is available at lacounty.gov/emergency. So that means if I just, even feel like just going out for a drive, maybe because I'm just tired of being cooped up from all these coronavirus, lockdowns. What if I just want to go out for a drive and get some fresh air, with the windows down kind of thing, just, go on a random drive, maybe pick up something to eat, late at night. You're trying to tell me that I can't do that? Really? I mean, posing absolutely no threat? I mean, come on. This is what I have to say to the police in that case if you want to enforce that bullshit. Come on. So, pretty much, there's just been a whole lot of things going on, so much commotion in the country. That's another thing. I mean, speaking of the country, I thought, well, last I checked, we're supposed to have freedoms in this miserable country, you know, at least. So, what happened to those freedoms? Freedom to just go out, to travel, to just, go to the grocery store or something, anything. Trying to tell me that I can't do that anymore, after 6 p.m.? Why? Fuck you guys. Seriously. So, I don't know. There's just so many emotions, so much, this seriously is not helping right now because I'm already kind of on edge enough due to the whole situation that happened at work where I was sent home for being caught with my mask down too much, just trying to breathe and not suffocate on the damn soggy thing. I was drenched in sweat like within the first hour of my work, my shift. Um, this is just like the perfect culmination, the perfect storm. So many people on edge, you know, they're pretty much like at or just about their breaking points, and you're already seeing that. I'm sure all over the news networks what that looks like. The ones who have reached their breaking points already, and anger does some strange things. It makes you just do just the wildest things that you probably couldn't even imagine sometimes when you're just calm. So I can totally I mean, yeah, I think some of it's going too far as well, but there's just so much, pent up aggression, pent up anxiety. Just like as I said, so many people on edge just in general over so many things about COVID, about these lockdowns, about everything. And like I said, this is just becoming like the perfect shitstorm of events. And I don't really know what else to say, but this is just terrible on so many levels. And I mean, this is like really hitting home for me. I mean, to see those kind of alerts on my screen, as I'm just meandering about through the internets here on my phone here, and something like that pops up on my screen, like as I'm like, it's as if I'm not already frustrated, and pent up already enough, and just trying to relax and get my mind off of all this shit. It's like when something like that pops up, it just like totally just pulls me out of it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on. It just gives me a new thing to focus on negatively because I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean you telling me I can't go out? curfew my ass. That's what I had to say to your fucking curfew. Seriously, I mean, when I read things like this, because I don't see going to a grocery store, telling me my connection is unstable. Please wait while we try. Were you guys able to hear me? It told me my connection was unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. AC repairman saying, Brian, I'm confused. Oh, were you able to hear me? Or was I cutting in and out or anything like that? Okay, Fusion Gaming saying lost you for a minute. What was the last thing that you heard me say? Frank's AC repairman saying the curfew is less restrictive than the COVID shutdown. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure I can find some people who agree with that. And Michael's saying, Brian, keep ranting. I love it. Fusion Gaming saying, you said you wanted to go out and it's BS. Frank's AC repairman saying, at least with the curfew, you can do your business before 5 p.m. Yeah, but what if in my case, I could go out and do it, do something maybe before 5 p.m. No, actually, it's actually 6 p.m. in this case. Yesterday, they put out a curfew for 5 p.m., though, which kind of confused me. And I was like, what? Like, first they give us a curfew for 6 p.m., then they give us a curfew for 5 p.m., and then today it's back to 6 p.m. Fusion Gaming saying our curfew is like 9 p.m., I think. Well, at least their pressers are being a little bit more generous. Shit. Frank's AC repairman saying, I just wonder why you weren't complaining about the shutdowns with COVID. Well, I mean, I could kind of see it. I mean, like, I was just too busy going to work anyway, so it didn't affect me, as an essential worker. And the drive-throughs were still open and all that, even though the dining areas are shut down. So, but this thing is like you can't go out at all. I mean, with these few exceptions, it says traveling to/from work, going to vote, seeking or giving emergency care, and emergency responders are exempt. Those are the only exemptions. Going out and getting food, not listed here. So I would consider that more restrictive than the COVID shutdowns. Tatiana Lopez saying, yeah, things are getting too crazy. Stay safe out there. I'm actually really tempted to try to go out and see what kind of Frank Stacy repairman saying you go to a grocery store. Oh shit! I guess that whole thing, or I don't know. I guess I was cutting out earlier. I mean, have I been okay so far connection wise? Am I streaming steadily, or am I cutting in and out? And just let me know if I am, and if I need to repeat anything. That's the thing. It's that going to the grocery store is not listed in this text message of list of exemptions. Liquor store, I don't see that in here either. Did you guys hear that clearly when I was reading that? I might quote it throughout this video, depending how long I decide to make this live stream. Stront Vlieg, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, saying almost sounds like a giant prison! Exclamation point. Yeah, something. Come on. Okay. Did I just come back on? Did I just freeze? Okay, yeah. Frank Stacey repairman saying it just cut off again. Can you hear me now? Are you guys able to hear me right now? Like clearly? Frank Stacey repairman also told me just repeat everything over because your stream just screwed up a few times. Fusion Gaming saying network, what internet provider you have? I'm trying to remember. My friend told me what it was. I want to say Charter, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Maybe like 70, 60, 70% sure on that. Your video tends to freeze sometimes, says Tatiana Lopez. Frank's AC repairman's asking, can you start from the beginning? Fusion Gaming says, yes, it stops for 30 seconds at a time. Spectrum? It might be Spectrum also. I'm not sure. Fusion Gaming, yeah, we have Charter too. Michael saying, do you like Rick and Morty? I haven't even really seen much of that. I've seen it like here and there a little bit. It was pretty funny, but I don't know. I just don't really watch too much funny stuff typically. Character is owned. Charter is owned by Spectrum, says Fusion Gaming. Okay, so the connection so far, am I still cutting in and out because it's kind of important? Like if I'm talking about something like a whole shutdown like this, am I all my thoughts like I need to not cut out? I mean, if that's going to be the case, I might as well just end this live stream and just film it on this thing or on my phone and just do it the normal way that I would typically do another kind of video, and go through the whole editing process, rendering, which could take a couple hours or more, and then depending on the length of the video, and then upload it from there. I might have to do that if I'm cutting out too much. Just letting you guys know. Frank's AC repairman saying, Brian, if the mask policy doesn't work, why are most of the employees still working there for months? Well, but that's the case that's the whole point that I've been trying to make so many times, that I'm not the only one going through this and struggling to breathe. I've heard it so many times because I've actually worked at Amazon, and I've been around a lot of people who I constantly see what they pull down under their nose because they can't fucking breathe. It's the same case all around. Everybody, they're just having trouble breathing. Even my coworker, I keep trying to tell a story over and over and over again, but I don't know, people just don't seem to get it sometimes. But one of my coworkers, he left. He's got his own bandana mask, and he pulled it down every once in a while to breathe also, because it was even getting hard for him. And they caught him too many times, and he was starting to get real nervous. And that same day that they sent me home early, he went home early a little bit after that. So that just goes to to show how serious and widespread this issue is. It's not like, oh, everybody like everybody else is working just fine, why can't you, Brian? No, it's not like that. There's tons of us. You have no idea, dude. Anyway, I hope I'm not cutting out. I don't see any complaints so far as that. Fusion Gaming saying you're okay now. That was maybe like a minute or two ago. Frank AC Repairman saying, no, don't stop streaming. It's like pulling teeth to get you to stream. So don't stop, LOL. Fusion Gaming saying, masks don't protect you. It protects everyone else. Frank AC Repairman saying, but how many have quit? Could you ask if you could bring a respirator or gas mask? Okay, I've already addressed this many times, I think. Respirators are not allowed at Amazon, nor gas masks, or masks that have valves in them that allow unfiltered air to just be exhaled. They don't allow those either. They're really strict on that shit. Fusion Gaming saying, is Amazon union? No, they are not. Is continuing saying, maybe the state won't allow them to let you guys work without them. That's a possibility. Frank Stacey Repairman saying, how hot is it in the warehouse? Maybe you can just tough it out for 3 more months. You'll get back to cold weather. Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. I was, before I even started that work week, with how strict I saw them getting with the cases that we started getting in our building, I was thinking I would probably be lucky to make it through this next week without getting my first write-up. And it turned out I couldn't even get through my very first day of the week. my first day of 4 days out of the week. I couldn't even get through that first full day without getting sent to the damn HR office twice in the same damn night and sent home early. And where they told me that they would excuse my absence so I wouldn't accrue points, which are negative, attendance points. I still got a point in Amazon. Anyway, I said one of my coworkers went home after that. And also, hopefully my connection's still okay. This lady, the skinny, tall, white lady, she's really cool, really funny, always like upbeat, positive, in a good mood and everything. But she was kind of getting yelled at, quite a bit for her, pulling down the mask, and she was having the same exact complaints. She, never having seen any of my videos about how I demonstrated like the actual mask, like sticking to my mouth. I have one right here. I could demonstrate again. I've done it a few times, but she actually demonstrated that same exact thing right, in front of me. And I just couldn't help but look at her. I'm like, thank you. Yes, exactly. Yes, you get it. She was just like such a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Pun intended. Unintentional pun. But that was just, one of, several instances where I've had coworkers tell me we can't breathe, we get lightheaded, we get headaches. It's just difficult, just to breathe in general. Complaints about those masks. So, trying to shift back into this whole, curfew thing, I'm already on edge enough as it is about all that stupid bullshit. As I keep trying to get at in all those other videos, all those other videos, those past couple live streams that I did, I just, been mentioning about this perfect storm that we're in, about, we're just reaching this like peak of everyone that's just so riled up and frustrated, with cabin fever and whatnot. If they didn't get the damn COVID virus, they got the damn cabin fever from the damn lockdown from that. And then now we're having, cops killing people out in the streets, murdering, just straight up that's what it is, cold-blooded murder, out in the streets. And then now we have riots, protests, and riots. A lot of people say that they're one and the same. Some people say that they're two separate things. That's a whole nother debate. But we just have all these things going on, and I'm hearing of all these like increased COVID infection rates because all these people are now getting out together into the streets again, and I guess COVID's now spreading again. That's what they're saying. So it's just a whole shitstorm. Everything is just hitting the fan right now. And, like I said, it's just everybody frustrated over so many things right now, including me, with this whole mask situation at work. And now it's come to the point where everybody's just getting out into the streets and looting everything and throwing rocks at police. And it's just turning into a complete mess. And if the stock market continues to rise or, starts going back up, I will be very surprised and very fucking confused, because that's what the stock market has been doing lately. It's just so divorced from reality sometimes, especially lately. It's just been like kind of a constant thing. So anyway, Frank's AC Repairman, I'm just kind of going to jump in the middle of these comments here. I know I'm behind. Brian, do you think these riots would have happened if here had not been a COVID lockdown? I'm thinking that people to go ham. Huh? The only way to end the riots is to call out the military and start shooting. Well, see, that in itself is quite upsetting. I mean, like now, like they're going to have the military out, and I'm like, oh shit, that's probably, I don't know, that's just going to upset me very much. Yeah, wow. What a show. Frank's asking if I'm still working there. And Frank AC Repairman saying, I think he's fired almost. Yeah, that depends on what HR decides to do about that. Snurby Malloy says, "Dude, if the military starts shooting, that's gonna not end. That's not gonna end well." Yeah, no shit. And I know a lot of people are gonna start shooting back. I don't have any guns. I kind of wish I did sometimes, but I don't. But I know a lot of other people that do have guns are probably gonna start shooting back. You know, well, not probably. I mean, if they start shooting, it's only a matter of time. You know, so that's just gonna be fun to go through. Good thing I stocked up on some food before I stopped working in that little portable butane cooker thing. I'm starting to feel better and better about those purchases. Frank's AC repairman saying the stock market just went up again today. Yeah, fuck. I don't doubt that. Fusion Gaming saying Frank he should quit then so he can put it on his resume. Seriously, there are American militias exactly for those reasons, saying Snurby Malloy. Bumblebee 20 saying the stock market has been going up since March. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I've been talking about. See that with all these riots now, and the whole shutdown of society, curfews that I feel personally are unjust, that encroach upon my personal liberties and freedoms as a citizen of the United States of America. I mean, I guess, are they trying to say that we don't have those rights anymore, those liberties to just go out past 6 p.m. tonight? Anyway, I just can't sometimes anymore. This is just too much. This is too much bullshit. Um, Frank Stacey, a repairman, saying, I'm thinking the COVID shutdowns were the catalyst, not George. Yeah, I mean, I think the COVID shutdowns had a lot to do with it. They sure built up a lot of the tension that's behind all of this. Um, but I think the whole George Floyd thing was just that. Let me pull out my giant Network 126 match here. I mean, lighter. I just, yeah, it's got a big label, so it looks more cool if I do it like this. It's kind of hard to, I gotta hold it. There we go. The whole George Floyd thing was the flame that ignited all of that tension, plus more, the additional tension that the event itself added to the whole pot. That whole incident just ignited the whole thing, and it just went boom, and everyone just, the shit hit the fan, and everyone started taking to the streets, which with pitchforks and torches kind of thing, even right in front of the damn White House. I heard that they actually had to take Donald Trump, evacuate him to like an emergency bunker. It's gotten that serious. Seriously, this is wow. Like I said, what a show. I've never imagined I'd ever be talking about this on any of my shows here on Network 126. This is crazy shit. I mean, really. Shit. Can you hear me? Let me jump ahead. Are you guys able to hear me? It's setting my connection weak again. Brian, are you broke? Not yet, but I will be soon at this rate. Are you guys able to hear me fine? I need to hear some kind of feedback on this before I proceed here. Come on. There's 13 of you guys. Only 2 thumbs up, by the way. Can you guys hear me? Okay, Fusion Gaming saying yes. Snurby Malloy saying yep. Okay, good. Thank you, guys, by the way. Thank you. I know, actually, I think there is a bit of a delay with this. Okay, so maybe that's why I wasn't getting that immediate feedback right away. Now I'm getting like a flood of responses. Everyone's saying that they hear me. Okay, good. All right, but if I do start cutting out, I want basically you guys call me out on it so I know, kind of thing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You guys are part of my production crew, I guess. Let's see. So trying to jump back into the comments. There are some good comments up here. That's why I don't want to skip them all. Frank's AC Repairman saying, now's a great time to invest, Brian. You're missing out, lol. I'm about to run out of fucking money. I'm like trying to worry about how I'm gonna like eat long term and all that stuff. Like I am in no position to invest right now. Shit. I'm on like the way opposite end of that spectrum. Fusion Gaming saying they think since the COVID flatline they can open up now. Wrong. It will start all over again. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying. Frank's AC Repairman saying Fusion, they going monthly checks in Canada. Snurby Malloy saying don't listen to the markets yet, fam. Fusion Gaming saying yes. I'm assuming you're in Canada then. Man, should be nice to get a monthly check. You know, I wish I was in Canada now. Frank's AC Repairman saying, turns out COVID isn't much more deadly than the common flu. Mr. Pete saying the civilian population is ill-equipped to take on the military. Yeah, that's the unfortunate case. I mean, we do outnumber them, but yeah, they do out-technology us and outgun us. Just flat out. Fusion Gaming saying for like 4 months, 2,000 2K checks, it's worded as. Frank's AC Repairman saying, Brian, it might be time to bug out. Maybe teach English online and move overseas. Yeah, I don't know about moving overseas, and I got a bunch of stuff, and that'll cost a fortune to ship all that overseas. Fusion Gaming saying, yeah, Frank, but the flu has a vaccine. Then asking Brian, are you broke? I already read that one. Not yet. Soon. At this rate. Bumblebee 20 saying, what are you going to do about your stuff in the storage units? Well, that's why I need to hustle somehow. I need to get some kind of income. Yeah, because I'm not about to lose that shit. Frank AC Repairman saying, damn, first a curfew, now the internet is having curfew. LOL. Yeah, no fucking shit. Everything is just going to shit. Carlos Watt is saying, a friend told me this George Floyd was icing on the cake. Yeah, that's another way of putting it. Last Peer SPW Pro saying, yes, I hear you. Oh, yeah. That interesting screen name just caught me. Snurby Malloy saying Twitch does the same. Fusion Gaming saying, Brian, what's your plan if you get canned? Go ape shit and lose my fucking mind? Carlos Watt is saying they keep you caged in your home. If you're a small business owner, you're getting decimated. And the SBA isn't even giving small businesses any money. Yeah, no fucking shit. Thank you, Carlos Suarez. Al Cortez 173 saying, last live stream, you are right. The people have had enough. Thank you. You want to elaborate on that a little? Say a little bit more on that. I want to keep this whole, lockdown, curfew situation going here, because we kind of veered off topic last time. But I just want to kind of focus on the tyranny and the whole police state, the martial law kind of aspects to all of this. Terrifying, stressful. Impeding on our rights as citizens of the United States of America, I believe. They always like to say all that. Oh, free country, free country. Well, okay, I'm going to call you on it now. Where's all this free country, United States of America? Come on. Let's see it. Let's see this freeness. Assholes. Alaskan Whiskey saying you should go overseas, bro. California is way too expensive. It's not worth staying in America. Oh, wait, hold on. I saw a good comment here. Fusion Gaming saying, let's all send Brian $5. I just wanted to make sure I read that one. Hey, but thank you, dude. I mean, seriously, even if people don't send that, at least thank you for like the sentiment of, typing that. Because, yeah, I'm out of work and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Apply for unemployment or whatever, or start doing some Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever. But it's not, honestly, it's not going to, if unemployment, if I qualify for all that money, I'll make more than I was at Amazon. But if not, if I don't qualify for that, I'll have a very, very, very hard time trying to match my Amazon wages. That's a sad truth. But I just couldn't do it with the mask. I just couldn't do it. So Alaskan Whiskey saying, I'm going to Japan in the next 2 years. Huh, interesting. Wonder how Japan is. I've seen some videos on Japan. Snurby Malloy saying, yo, if you get a car, if you got a car, deliver through the curfew times. Huh. Can I do that? I guess that does count as being essential, right? And if I do get pulled over or something, hey, I got my dash cam rolling, and I can just roll around with this thing strapped around my neck, ready to just, at any time, pop this off, or turn it on, and just zoom in on whatever the fuck I see out there. You know, like I said, if the cops try to get me, hey, I'm a delivery driver, I'm an essential worker, get the fuck off me, you fucking pig, and I'll upload that shit. And maybe I can make money that way, through the AdSense revenue from that going viral. Imagine that. There we go, right there. I just figured it all out. Oh man, Ryan K, what's up, Ryan K? Fusion Gaming saying, uh, "Do you like P Ness? What's that? What's P Ness? Capital P, capital NESS. I have no idea what. Oh, yeah, real funny. I was like, wait, is that supposed to stand for something? And I'm like, oh, I guess this guy's just trying to be funny. Carlos Juarez saying lots of families are hurting during this time. A lot of working class families who won't have a job to return to. Yeah, that's the sad reality that's slapping a lot of people in the face right now. That's just, like I said, like, I was mentioning earlier, all these stressors that are just culminating together. It's like this giant pot that's boiling, a giant pressure cooker, and someone just left it covered with, with the vent hole covered and everything, and just left the fire on, and it's just building, 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 all this pressure, steaming, bursting here and there through the sides already, as we're seeing with all these riots and stuff. And that's part of it. People that are, that don't have jobs to return to, that are like, oh shit, what the fuck am I going to do? And I'm already like maybe a couple months behind rent, for example, as a lot of people are, because, they've fallen behind. A lot of people have fallen behind, fallen into debt, run up their credit cards. It's been a huge, ugly mess nationwide, even, worldwide, in a lot of cases, a lot of ways. So this is just, the shit is literally hitting the fan, like I'm saying. And now we've got these damn curfews, trying to keep people indoors, which I just feel is total bullshit. And they shouldn't be doing this to us. That just makes me want to go out even more. But yeah, I guess maybe I should go and try some food deliveries, at least I can try to catch some footage out there. Or if any pigs want to try to shake me down or give me any trouble, I'll get it all on video and put their fucking pig faces, asses on YouTube. Damn pigs. Ryan Hope saying, "Get out of California, man." If only I had the money to, man. I'm very safe right here where I'm at. I'm not going to be kicked out right away if I can't pay the rent. So I'd rather stay here. I mean, these are friends of mine that I'm staying with. So I'd rather not jump out of this, safety nest, or what I'm trying to say, the safety net um, that I'm in right now. I just don't have the money to get out of here and do that properly. Especially at the rate that I'm burning through money, and my bank account is rapidly dwindling. I can't, I can hold out for a little while and stuff, but not forever. And that's what I'm very nervous about. I got to get some kind of income flowing. Frank's AC Repairman saying, any of your friends going out to the protests? Is your dad able to work during your curfew hours? I heard I've heard of some grocery stores being shut down because of riots. So I don't know. I'm not sure if some of the ones that my dad works at and does all that kind of stuff is part of that or not. So I don't. And to answer the other part of the question, I don't know personally any friends, but I mean, I haven't seen anything like personally around my area specifically yet, but if I do, I like it. Like I can't wait to catch something on video and upload it to YouTube. So there's always that. So I'm always going to be ready. I'm always going to have my camera. You know, this thing always going to have the dash cam rolling. So I'm always ready to catch something. You know, so I'll bring that to you guys as soon as I possibly can. You know, as soon as I possibly can, and you guys will see that right here first on Network 26. Alaskan Whiskey saying at Carlos, facts. That's why I'm leaving this hellhole before it gets worse. Fusion Gaming saying post the link, Brian. Wait, a link of what? Fusion? Post a link of what? Oh shit. My comments are just now jumping all over the place. Frank Stacey, repairman, saying, did you give that family the video of the hit and run? You might have your chance now to cash out the 1 million referral fee for that video now that you're losing your job. First of all, what $1 million referral fee? I think they're suing for $1 million. That doesn't mean that they're gonna give me $1 million. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna give me anything. And I mean, the family already has access to the video. It's on YouTube, and I gave it to the police as well before it even hit the YouTube waves, air. You know what I'm trying to say? So you know the complete unedited footage. So you know, I'm sure if the family really wanted it, they probably got it from the police already themselves. But I mean, I did. I was the one who, recorded it in the first place. So I don't know if they want to give me some money. If they don't, that's up to them. And I'd feel very awkward going up, to them, trying to contact one of them and like trying to ask them for money. You know, I feel like that's kind of low considering that someone died. Yeah, I don't feel that I can do that. I don't know. I just feel too uncomfortable about doing that because I mean I literally had to watch that lady die, and I'm still emotionally scarred from seeing that. So anyway, moving on from that. Snurby Malloy saying yes, it does. I'm delivering right now. Huh. Frank, the AC. I'm trying to think. I want to shorten your name, Frank's AC Repairman. Maybe just Frank's AC. I'm just gonna start saying Frank's AC now, from now on, because that's kind of getting kind of long to say. Frank's AC saying, are the drive-throughs open during curfew? Have you checked out what's open during the curfew? Are grocery stores open? I do not know. I cannot give you answers to those questions right now because I do not know. I do not currently know. Maybe I should try to find out. Fusion Gaming, LOL. Some LMAOs going on. Ryan K is asking me, can you get unemployment? I don't know. I got to figure all that out, and I got to out of fucking money. Welcome to my world of being stressed out. You know, talking about anxiety and things being pent up, all this anxiety and frustration. There it is right there for you. And I'm not the only one going through this. Frank's AC saying, Brian, at this point, you have nothing to lose, so you might as well start looting now. Ha! Don't tempt me, man. I mean, shit. I don't know. I really shouldn't. And, especially I'm live streaming right now. But, I mean, I don't know. I've seen the videos of the people looting, and I can't help but think, like, man, yeah. But no, I'm honestly more interested in doing this capture because I've got a very powerful optical zoom on this thing, 60x optical zoom, and I'd love to capture some stuff because I can make money anyway if I get good enough footage and upload it to YouTube. Zooming all up into shit with this camera. Something goes viral, there's my money right there. It's like I've like profited off of like other people looting or whatever, or whatever they're doing, burning shit down, burning banks down. Oh man, that'd be some awesome fucking footage. zooming in on the cops and shit. So anyway, um, Fusion. Oh wow, Fusion Gaming just gave me $5. Oh shit, thanks, dude. I mean, I think you're a dude. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. That is like seriously gonna boost my next AdSense payout, which lately have only been hovering about $100 or so. My the one that I'm getting at the end of this month, I believe, is going to be about 140 ish. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something. So at least and whatever these super chat donations that come in right now are going to contribute to the next one. So I appreciate that so much. And believe it or not, well, actually, a lot of these direct deposits from YouTube, Google, AdSense, they seem to come in at like just at the right time, like right when I'm needing money the most. It just seems to always come in and swoop in, like a superhero and save my ass, even if it's like 140 something dollars or more than that, which I've gotten before. So that's why, I mean, I continue so much dedication to this channel, because maybe I should drink some more water. But that's a big part of why I continue to do what I do. Don't not only do I love getting out there and expressing myself and venting and getting things off my chest and doing these shows, but there's it's just a whole bigger picture to all of this, and it's just oh no way. Do I see a $9.99 donation from someone? I'm falling so far behind the comments. Thank you, Alaskan Whiskey. Alaskan Whiskey also left me a note here. It looks like a post-it note because it's yellow. It's saying, it's hard out here, man. You need to grow your income and get out there. Don't want to see you in the shed forever. Well, by the way it's looking, I'm probably going to be in this shed for a while, but I mean, at the very least, I mean, I am secure here. I am safe. So at least there's that. That's saying a lot in these times. And thank you so much again, Alaskan Whiskey. I very, very, very much appreciate that. This is so awesome. It's been a while, actually, since I've gotten super chat donations doing live streams here on Network 126. So that is very, very awesome and great. And it kind of alleviates some of that, negative tension, and kind of lets them steam out the side of that boiling pot. So maybe I don't reach that critical point so soon, so to speak. So thank you guys so much for that. I very much appreciate the support. I know I've got a shit ton of trolls out there, or at least a few dedicated people with a shit ton of persistent accounts that they keep creating. But it's very refreshing to know and to see, the manifestation of the support that I truly do have out there, and here for my channel, Network 126. So again, thank you so much for that. Let's see. George Boone saying, "Sup, Brian? Sorry about all your troubles." Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not the only one, but but my personal life has turned into a personal shitstorm. But on the grander scale of all this, nationwide and even global, the same thing is basically happening. It's just it's kind of a fractal. It's like a shitstorm within a shitstorm within a shitstorm kind of thing. Oh my god, it's just unbelievable, the shit that we've had that we're going through right now. Michael saying, Brian, I heard Gordon Ramsay had to close his restaurants in NYC because of the coronavirus. What do you think about that, considering you were once on Kitchen Nightmares? Well, I mean, yeah, I was on Kitchen Nightmares, and I met the guy, Chef Gordon Ramsay, but I mean, I don't know him. I'm not in regular contact with him, so I mean, it's not like I sit down with them and have a one-on-one with them, like, hey, Chef Gordon, buddy, old pal. So, how do you feel about these COVID? It's not like I have that kind of one-on-one relationship basis with them. I met the dude once. He probably doesn't even remember that I exist. I mean, he actually, well, during the filming of that, because I used to have like my hair kind of longer than I have it now, but not too long. It was still kind of short, and I had it spiked up. And there was this coworker with a similar hairstyle, and he actually confused us. Like he just saw us as one and the same person. So you know, he wouldn't even know that I exist. What's up, Chugalug Doug? Hi, internet family. Hi, right back at you, Chugalug Doug. That's a very funny, interesting screen name. Bumblebee 20 saying, "Did you get your stimulus check even though you haven't done your taxes?" Sorry if you already answered. I haven't answered that one actually in my live stream yet. Yeah, I haven't got around to finishing. See, here's the thing, because I need to figure out how to do the deductions on those properly that I'm legally entitled to, because it's business expenses from the mileage, the expenses of doing the oil changes and whatever other maintenance, the tune-ups and whatnot on the car. Those all count as deductions. So if I can, I just need to figure out how to get through all that, because once I do, I'll actually be owed money back instead of owe money to the government. In addition, I'd be able to get my $1,200, because the way I see it, what's the point of filing just to file owing money? Like, what's the point of getting those $1,200? I'm trying to say, if I'm going to end up owing money back anyway and having to give a portion of that back anyway, that's stupid. I don't want to do that. So that's why. And so since I haven't filed yet, no, I haven't got that $1,200 stimulus yet. So I got to try to jump on that so I can at least maybe get that. But yeah, I haven't gotten that, which is pretty sad and frustrating. Frank Stacy repairman saying, if your dad falls onto hard times, you might have to move him into your shed. Yeah, considering, yeah, no, that's an impossibility. That's just it's barely just big enough for me, and they're two people. My dad's married, so having three people in this little tiny shed with one little twin bed, yeah, that is a complete impossibility. I mean, if worse came to worse, and I don't know if they became on a friendly basis with my friends here, they could maybe sleep in the living room. One sleep on the floor, one sleep on the couch, kind of thing. But not in the shed here. No fucking way. That's just it's just too small. It really is. It's just, like I said, it's just barely big enough for me, one person. I mean, as much as I'd love to have a live-in girlfriend, I don't know. It would depend on the girl if she'd be able to tolerate living in such a small confined space with the man like that. So it's literally that small. Frank Stacy repairman saying, "Wow, you're making 100 on AdSense a month, even though you only got 30K views." It varies greatly. If it starts spiking up, and when I started going viral, I was getting more than that every month. But when it slows down, it might make 2, 3, maybe even 4 months for me to rack up, and because Google AdSense, they won't send you a payment until you've reached at least $100 of, you've accumulated at least $100 in earnings. So let's say, for example, in 1 month, I've only made about $40, and then I reach the end of the month, and that's all I've made. Well, they're not going to wire me $40. Instead, that balance is going to just remain there on the side. And let's say, like, the next month I make $60, just to make a simple example. Well, then at the end, like when the pay period completes, it's going to see, well, he's made at least $100, just barely. And so at the end of the next month after that is when it actually gets wired into my account. So that's how that works. So moving along here in the comments, Fusion Gaming telling me, good job, bro. Thanks, man. Frank's AC telling me, Anthony has been quiet lately. He just strangely stopped streaming. What do you think with the riots? He would be hogging the camera like he always does. Brian, you seem like in a better mood, even with all that's happened compared with a few months ago. when you were in the kitchen. Well, I mean, of course, I'm going to be in a better mood generally anyway that I'm not living in a damn kitchen, because that was just personal hell for me. That was killing my fucking soul. I couldn't stand that on so many levels. Just having a door to close, my own personal space now, even if it is an unempty, it does a lot for me. Like, some people have no idea, and they probably never will. But those that do understand, where I'm getting at here. You know what I'm talking about. Um, and plus, I had one of these like earlier in the morning, and a couple shots of weed. So, and plus, you guys are donating live super chats. I was looking for the word for that, and I'm having fun doing this live stream. So, I mean, yeah, that's why I'm in a good mood. Otherwise, I'd probably be all depressed. And, plus, because I'm getting to express myself and vent and talk about how, upset I am about these stupid bullshit curfews, lockdown bullshit, martial law shit, whatever you want to call it. Alaskan Whiskey saying, I feel you, man. I've hit my all time lows and I've dealt with a lot. Keep on grinding and go to achieve your goals. Thanks for the support, Alaskan Whiskey. Means a lot. George Boone saying, which episode of Kitchen Nightmares were you on? Okay, so this is no secret. I've mentioned this other times before, but I guess I don't mention it enough sometimes. I was on. By the way, there's a US version and there's a UK version. The UK version was going on first, so there's, I guess, more seasons of that, and then they brought it over to the US. I heard that the restaurant that I was working at, which was called Leela's, Lela apostrophe S, in Pomona, California, was the the very first. They told us it was the first. I don't know if it was the first or one of the first restaurants to be physically filmed in the U.S. version. Although they didn't release that chronologically, where season one, I believe it's episode 8. But if you look that up, you can look it up on YouTube, and some torrent sites you can actually download the episode just straight up, straight to your hard drive kind of thing. You can look that up. Look up Kitchen Nightmares. You can just look up Kitchen Nightmares Pomona, Pomona, or Leela's, Lelas. You don't have to be apostrophe. Any combination of those should pull it up right away. So if you look that up, you will see me. See if you recognize me. I only come up in like maybe, I want to say, about 4 shots or so, 4 or 5 shots, and most of them are kind of brief. And I don't have any facial hair, and I look like kind of baby faced, I guess, as a lot of people would describe, because I was only like 19 years old at the time. So anyway, if you want to look that up, feel free. Fusion Gaming saying, Brian, did you get to eat his food? Was it good? I think I got to try a little bit of something. He did promise that he was gonna cook us like this big breakfast, like this big grand breakfast or something. But as far as I remember, I don't think he did. Which was, I remember being kind of disappointed along with my coworkers on that. But we did get to try some little things here and there, and when he was showing us how to make those burgers. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just got another notification. Citywide curfew alert right here. I don't know if you guys, okay, wait till the contrast, the white balance settles in there. There's a citywide curfew for, what does it say, the city of Montclair? Yeah, citywide curfew for the city of Montclair, 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. More info, cityofmontclair.org. I mean, literally, just came in as I'm streaming. This is my old phone, by the way. That's kind of weird. I don't see this coming in on my current phone. This came in on my old shattered LG phone. Look how shattered that thing is. I'm not even using this thing anymore. I still have it on. It's still connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, it's going off again with that. I didn't hit confirm. Okay. Yeah, see that's my old phone. My current phone is this one. This is an LG also. This is Stylo 5. This is not shattered and it's got a case on it. One thing I do like is these pop socket things though. Makes it great to be able to hold the phone. I have it on my old phone as well. These are great. Anyway, I'm diverging way off topic because it is supposed to be about the bullshit curfews and lockdowns and all that whatnot. So Bumblebee 20 saying it thought the average CPM for AdSense was $2. I'm confused. I'm not entirely sure how that stuff works as far as like CPMs and rates and all this and that. All I really care about is the end result, what I get deposited to in my bank account. That's all that really matters in the end. What's up, Walking Journey? What up? What up? Anything you want to add to about these curfews? Is your area down there in Texas subject to any curfews? Let me know about that. If you want to, you know what? I'll put you live on air if you want to talk about curfews. Walking Journey, Anthony, Walking Anthony. If something like this is going down in your area, you want to talk about it, you have some things to add. Um, Go ahead and call the hotline number at 1-802-738-0126. So there's that. So moving on here, Michael saying, Brian, I have your stream going through my big screen TV. Oh wow. Okay, that's nice. I don't know what else to say to that. But that's cool. Al Cortez 173 saying, I wanted to elaborate on people having wait, I ruined reading that. Al Cortez 173 saying, I wanted to elaborate on people, quote, having enough. Do you want to call in? Do you want to call that 1-802-738-0126 number? Do you want to elaborate on having enough? On air, live on Network 126? Al Cortez 173 continuing here saying, people are tired of the unemployment, the quarantine, and the huge economic uncertainty that lays ahead. Thank you. Exactly. Very well put, Al Cortez 173. If you have more than that to elaborate on, if you feel that you could, express more, vocally in a better way, get more out, feel free to go ahead and dial that number right now. Let me make sure that the do not disturb isn't activated right now for that number. I'm going to go into Google Voice right now because that is what that number is. So I'm on my Google Voice screen right now. Nothing so far. So, but just throwing that out there. If anybody wants to call that number in, I'm more than open to doing something here. But again, I want to try to keep this on topic this time. We're going on an hour. Instead of cutting it off on the hour mark, we could actually go into a better segment here, maybe for another hour. If somebody wants to call me and talk about these curfews and lockdowns over these riots and protests going on, feel free. Call that number 1-802-738-0126. That number, once again, is 1-802-738-0126. Call now, call now, call now. Maybe I should start working in radio soon. No, but seriously, call that number. I am ready right now to take live calls. In fact, I will put my phone up on the mount. It's on the charger as well, so the battery isn't going to die in the middle of a call. The only thing that can go wrong is I lose the actual cell connection, which could happen. Just want to throw that out there in advance. George Boone saying, besides weed and alcohol, how do you de-stress? Those are pretty much the main ways. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, so that's kind of difficult, to like relieve tension in those other ways, unless I do it solo, you know what I mean? But that's not very fulfilling. I'd rather have a real woman, which has gotten me into trouble sometimes, but I love women too much. I just have to admit it. I love women too much. Oh, Final Fantasy! What I saw you were throwing the hotline number out there. Why did you redact that? Retract it, whatever. Go ahead, put that out there. Go ahead and type that in Final Fantasy. The 1-802-738-0126. Go ahead and type like a like a call this number to go live kind of thing, however you want to word that. Feel free to do that. Yeah, there you go. Call Brian and talk with him live. 1-802-738-0126. Cool. I'm giving you the thumbs up, Final Fantasy. Good job. That's cool. That's totally fine with me because I don't have it up on the actual screen. And actually, I was having trouble with my split cam app. That's what I use on my Windows desktop laptop platform here. It's called Split Cam. It's a desktop app for Windows 7 that I'm running here on this laptop, which is kind of dated, I know. But I noticed I've been having problems when I add too many effects elements, which, for example, the date and time up here is an effects element, and the Network 126 Live logo down here is an additional effects element with transparency that I created at the 1280 by 720 resolution, specifically for this streaming format. So those are already two right there, and I'm kind of afraid if I try adding that third, effects image into there of the hotline number, the whole screen might just go black out, and then I'm gonna have to go through a whole manual troubleshooting process with the damn app to try and get the video feed back up, which is gonna aggravate the shit out of me and get my stress levels back up to those boiling points where I want to go out into the streets. Al Cortez 173 saying I didn't call in now since I'm working. Oh, okay. I totally get you on that. Jarrett Neely saying, when do you work? That's a good question because nobody knows at this point, not even me. I don't even know if I'm going to go back in or not. I don't know. Oh, Final Fantasy saying I made a typo mistake. Oh, that's why you retracted that the first time, I guess. My whole job is kind of up in the air kind of thing. I don't know what's going to happen. It depends on HR, what they want to do. Because I simply just can't tolerate working with this damn mask on, this thing. This is a source of a lot of misery, frustration, and rage in my life. This is suffocating me, getting soaked in sweat, getting stuck to my mouth when I'm trying to inhale, like... Hear that? Like, I'm literally suffocating on the thing. It's not even soaked in sweat yet. Imagine it's soaked in sweat. That's how I was. Okay, I've got an incoming call right now. Let's go ahead and answer that. Put them live. What? Oh, I forgot it does that. To accept, press 1. What's up? You're live on Network 126.
Oh, how you doing today, man, Brian?
How you doing? Who may this be?
Jacob the Carpetbagger. I'm a fellow YouTuber.
Hello there. How you doing, fellow YouTuber?
I'm doing pretty good. Well, I mean, other than this whole riot situation.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
I am losing money like a sieve.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. I'm going through the same thing, and so are like over 40 million other Americans.
Oh, yeah. This unnecessariness, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the shit is really hitting the fan in a very huge way.
Here in North Carolina, I went to Walmart today, and they had the front doors all blocked with pallets. It was ridiculous.
Walmart blocked with pallets. Wow.
All the front windows. Yeah, I didn't even know there was any black people in this town. But I guess.
Wow.
It's taking a big chunk of my money. I'm usually a travel vlogger. I'm trying to go around to different themed parks and amusement parks and different venues. And everything's shut down. So, I said I got a bunch of different videos saved up. But as time went on, I need away at it. How you doing, man?
Wow. Well, I mean, I just recently stopped working, so it hasn't really hit me too hard personally yet. but it's going to very soon if I don't start getting an income coming in like ASAP, like yesterday kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Really, the Los Angeles area. Why aren't you out there looting? You do something. You should run the air conditioner. Would you run the pipe out the?
Yeah, no shit. I mean,
it looks like everything stuff are free from what I've seen on TV.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much on a live stream that can get me in trouble or anything, but some of that looting does look kind of fun that I've seen.
The shoes, throw them on eBay, bam.
You know, it's just because so many people have had enough and they're at their breaking points, and you know, like you and I, we're leaking money like a sieve, you know, kind of thing, and it's not fun. It's stressful, and we don't know what we're gonna do, and it's kind of like, in some ways, it could even be considered like a survival kind of thing, you know, having some kind of assets.
The first month of the quarantine, I lost 5 Patreons. The next month, I lost 15. And I mean, I was really, that was my income. So then I get the super chat donations, but they don't add up.
Yeah.
30% of it. Just ridiculous. Well, good luck with everything, Brian.
Yeah, for sure. Is that all you wanted to share with us?
Yeah. Just wanted to talk about how things been going. Check out my channel, and have a good day.
All right, you want to throw your channel out there once again before you click off?
Yeah, Jacob the Carpetbagger.
What was that?
The Carpetbagger.
The something the carpetbagger. What was it?
Jacob.
You can. Jacob the carpetbagger.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Jacob the carpetbagger. Everybody, that was. So go or head over to his channel, check him out. And he just hung up, so I didn't have to do that for him. Fusion Gaming telling me, Brian, go get a beer and chug it. Well, if I'm planning on going out later, I'd rather not consume or do anything else. You know, I can go out maybe like in a couple more hours because it's 2 right now. I could still go out like at 5 and maybe start doing some food deliveries. And like I was telling you guys earlier, you know, maybe just stay out past an essential employee. And if I do get caught up in any police bullshit, well, they can be damn sure that I'm going to have my cameras rolling. That's my dash cam, you know, and I might put on I'm going to have my cell phone mounted to the dashboard. So if anything, I'll just go ahead and begin a recording on that as well, kind of like to have like as a backup recording. So I'm ready. I'm locked and loaded. Maybe not with guns, but I'm ready to shoot with this. This thing shoots at 60x optical zoom, which I love. I'm just like click, 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 click. Well, if I want to take stills, otherwise I'm like zooming into shit. Actually, let me show you guys how far this zoom lens actually sticks out. It's truly unbelievable. So I actually turned on this camera for real. So watch this. I'm gonna do like a side view. It's the best kind of way you can see it. I'm gonna zoom all the way in. Look at that. It's almost as big as my dick. I was debating saying that, but I just, you gotta have some, throw some humor here and there because I'll just go fucking crazy. I'm just under so much stress. I mean, I want to make this a serious video. I really do, but this is too much. A lot of people are coping with the stress in so many surprising ways. People are rioting, people are looting, people are, just doing everything, even trying to get out there and break people up, try to calm things down. People are doing that as well. People just respond to the, stressful situations in so many different ways. And that's another thing I'd like to talk about. If somebody wants to call in and discuss, like, how are you coping, like your ways of coping basically with all this stress, like what are you going through, and like how is it affecting you, and what are you doing to deal with that resulting stress and anxiety. Maybe you're like my last caller, Jacob the carpetbagger. You're leaking Um, I don't know what his words were exactly, but I said leaking money like a sieve. I think you might have said the same thing, um, or something to that effect. That there's just so many of us in that situation, and it's just coming to a head. Like everything is just hitting the fan, and things are getting very ugly. So, if you want to talk about that, once again, that number 1-802-738-0126. Uh, the line is open right now. It's only one line, and it's open. So if you want to call it, this is your calling. Call it. So jumping back into the comments, Frank's AC saying, Brian, can you go to the store during live during curfew? Oh, you're asking me if I can go to the store live during curfew? Huh? Stream a breaking the curfew live stream. Well, I don't know. That might be a little risky. I don't know if I want to brag that I'm breaking a law, even though it's an unjust law that infringes upon my freedoms as a citizen of the United States. But I don't know how much trouble I'm willing to get tangled up in right now. I don't know about that. Well, I mean, as long as I'm doing food deliveries, but I gotta have the app on, so at least I can have that, excuse. But if I don't have the app on, I don't know. I don't know. Fusion Gaming is saying, was that a troll? You can't go, eh? It's 5 p.m. here. It's 2 p.m. where I'm at over here in Los Angeles County. Uh, let's see. Mr. Pete saying, how long can you sustain yourself without a job with the current money you have? I'll barely make it to the end of this month, and then I'll be pretty much broke. Um, Hoping that I do start, making decent money enough doing food deliveries or something like that, so I don't completely run out, because I don't want to be in that situation. That's going to stress the living hell out of me. And I know I'm not alone in that, sentiment. Frank's AC saying, Brian, maybe Jack in the Box is considered essential activity during curfew. What about Little Caesars? Damn it, I want pizza, damn it. What if I don't want Jumbo Jacks? Seems like Anthony is making so much cash he doesn't care anymore about us dealing with pandemics or riots. Fusion Gaming saying, surprise trolls didn't call you. Brian, can you live stream yourself looting? Oh, see, talking about, filming myself committing crimes. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'd rather be filming other people looting and profiting AdSense wise off of their actions, not mine. It's a bit less risky. Al Cortez 173 saying, I think that the looting is a shortcut to socialism. Instead of voting in politicians, to just going for the stuff directly. Oh, and by the way, isn't it ironic that the protesters are wearing their government mandated mask to an anti-government protest? I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's telling me I got a weak connection. Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna need some confirmation now that you guys can hear me, because it's telling me that my connection's unstable again. Can you guys hear me? Am I cutting in and out? What was the last thing I said? If I cut out, I need to know, because I need to keep this live stream going smooth. You know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a sip of water here. Al Cortez 173 saying I can hear you. It didn't cut out, says Frank Sacy. Okay, good. Tell me that my connection was unstable and to wait while it resets or something. Jarrett Neely saying fuck Amazon and all exclamation point. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Frank's AC saying, I wonder how many booty calls will happen during curfew. Shit, I can sure use one right now. Not really. Alcotez 173 Antifa wears masks, says Fusion Gaming. Hides your face. Michael's saying, Brian, are you a titty or ass man? I'm more of just a skinny women man. Pretty much. Al Cortez 173 saying, that's true, Fusion, but I'm talking about the peaceful protesters. By the way, line is still open, 1-802-738-0126. It's open for calls right now, all you 17 viewers. Frank Stacey's saying, Brian, I bet you watched old Rodney King LA riot videos. Yeah, I've seen those too. And I'm seeing a lot of parallels with the ones going on right now in current day. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, you're right. Frank's AC. 16 viewers now. My viewership is dropping. 15 viewers. Oh, shit. Oh, well. I don't know if they're being kicked out, losing the connection, or they decided they had enough of my ass, or I don't know. Fusion Gaming saying, what has Brian been doing lately since Amazon is being gay? Amazon is continuing to put Jeff Bezos on the path to being the world's first fucking damn trillionaire, as if he wasn't rich enough already. I helped him, part of the way to get there. And now he's just, Amazon's continuing to chug along like the massive freight train that it is commercially, and just continue to rake in those record-breaking profits as everybody fucking orders from Amazon as they're locked down in their homes, first from COVID and now from these riot curfews. It's just unbelievable. God damn, this fucking world. Seriously. Frank's AC saying, Brian, at 5 p.m. you'll have better viewership because they will be forced to stay at home and watch you. LOL. Oh, so that I'll have better viewership when they don't have any other choice but to watch me? I mean, people say that my shows are good. I mean, I try to make them good as I can. I mean, some are better than others, but I mean, I really do put effort into these, so I hope there's people out there that do appreciate it. I do get a lot of thumbs up after the fact, after I upload these, and they process as regular video uploads, and they generate a lot of comments and all that good stuff. Yeah, I get a lot of trolling too, but I thought that was a call. I guess not. Nobody wants to call? All right, I guess I'll just continue rambling and reading the comments. Frank's AC saying it would make me sick to get up and go to work for that dirtbag. Yeah, I completely understand and share that sentiment, Frank's AC. George Boone saying, Brian, you need to organize your fellow co-workers that also hate wearing the mask and get to the media, but not the mainstream. Huh. I've considered doing something like that, but the thing is, like, trying to get people to speak on camera or even off camera, it's just, I don't know, a lot of people are really shy on with me. Like, even just getting people to call the live stream, the hotline number for these live streams. I mean, that's a lot to get someone to actually call in, to actually get someone willing to go live on something that can be seen worldwide. I mean, I pretty much have the same power as a TV network. This is Network 126, though. This is my own personal TV network. That's why it's Network 126. But anyway, so I just keep rambling off on these random tidbits. Bumblebee 20 saying sites like Amazon and eBay will dwindle when gas prices go back up. It will happen someday. Huh. Michael's saying, "What's your favorite '90s movie?" I don't know, dude. That's kind of too off topic right now. Come on, man. Al Cortez 173 saying, I'm just tired of all this shit. Every day is something else. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. No shit. That's a good way of putting that. Literally, like every time you wake up, you know, like I'll go into the news feeds of YouTube because I don't know, you know, like I literally have no idea. Like I'm thinking, oh God, what could be next? What could be next? And I'll get my phone and like going through, like, oh shit, oh no, oh fuck. Then I got to click on one. I'm like, oh geez. It's literally like that on a daily basis. There's just so much going on, and like sometimes I don't even know how to process it. And I'm sure a lot of people don't either, and that's why they're just out in the streets going crazy. And you know, now they want to lock us down with these damn curfews, and that's making me feel kind of crazy. I don't know about the rest of you. You know, comment down below here in the live chat if it makes you feel crazy that they're trying to tell you that you cannot go out past 6 p.m. unless you're doing, you know, essential work or whatnot. What if you just want to go out for a drive? You're subject to arrest even though you're not looting or doing anything wrong? Like, fuck that. Let me know about that, how you feel. You know, share your input. Call 1-802-738-0126. Leave a comment down below in the live chat or down below in the regular comments. Just tell me, do something. I need some feedback. I want to hear what you guys think about this because this is just so enraging. So it just makes my blood boil. And I just like, what the fuck are they trying to do to us? I mean, like everything just hitting the fan, and they're trying to lock everyone down like animals, kind of thing. And you know, nobody knows how long this is going to last. Everyone's just anxious, on edge, wondering. You know, so many unanswered questions. You know, so much anxiety over what's going to happen in the immediate future here, and yeah, so. Frank's AC is, why not start your own I Can't Breathe Amazon protest in Hollywood and stream it? Ah, shit. If I can even get to Hollywood and stay in Hollywood without getting caught in a damn lockdown. Fuck. Fusion Gaming saying, does Brian game? He can stream a game one day, maybe. I do not game. I have not gamed since I was like 16. Like on a regular basis kind of thing. Koopy Cat, what's up, Koopy Cat? Where's my buddy the pastor? Says Koopy Cat. I don't know. Where is the great Pastor Lindsey Williams? Share with us his great bullshit. Ryan K saying, how was a pizza from the other day? Well, since I was craving it, it hit the spot. So, you know, when you're craving a specific thing and then you go out and get it, it's like the best thing ever. Especially if you smoke a bowl before you eat it, then it's really the best thing in the world. Frank's AC saying the pastor works for the New World Order and his mission has been accomplished, creating disorder right now. Ooh. I'd love to hear the pastor come in and defend that. George Boone saying, go on RT with your story like you did before. You know what? When I was on RT, for those of you guys who remember that, I did not choose to, you know, to go out and, you know, have them pick me or anything like that. I just made my own video on YouTube. I put it out there and they contacted me in my personal inbox when they used to have that on YouTube. So I don't know if they're going to do that. Oh, I got a private number incoming call. Let's see.
Johnny. To accept, press 1.
Here we go. We got another one. What's up? You're live on Network 126. To whom may I speak with? To whom am I speaking with?
Hey man, this is Johnny. I'm really digging your show. Thanks for going live with us today.
What's up, Johnny?
Oh, just watching the protest on TV, getting a little hesitant, scared. I'm over here in the Bay Area, and we're all locked up waiting for the shenanigans to begin tonight.
Oh, wow. In the Bay Area. Okay, so and the protests that you're watching are those taking place in the Bay Area or somewhere else?
Well, I'm in San Leandro by Oakland, and I'm nowhere near where they're protesting right now. But from last night, pretty much tore up the whole entire area, and they kind of cleaned it up. And there's a large police activity around, but they expect that it's going to get really worse tonight in the San Leandro area. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, so I was curious if you were going to go to any of these LA little group things, or are you going to stay away from all that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
It would make some great live YouTube video, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it sure does. Trying to reposition my microphone here so everyone can hear you better. Yeah, so yeah, crazy times we're in.
Yeah, it's very odd. Haven't even got through the COVID, and now we got to worry about this. It's I don't know what else could possibly happen. I guess maybe a war.
Yeah, I know. It's like what next? Yeah, it's like what? It's like what next? The aliens, Jesus, you know what?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this whole 2020 has been a giant Twilight Zone episode. It's been nuts, and I think everybody is kind of freaking out and trying to act responsible and live day to day. But everybody in the back of their minds a little bit scared and a little bit worried, I think.
Yeah, really.
Well, cool, man. I won't take up too much time. Thanks for the show, and you keep on rocking, bro.
Okay, for sure then. Well, thanks for the call, Johnny. I really appreciate your input there.
All right, man. You take care.
All right, you too, man.
Bye.
All right. I actually got another call here. Oh, where'd it go? It might have went away right when he hung up. If you were that other caller, you can go ahead and call right now. I only have one line. This isn't like like an actual like a radio show or TV network or anything that has like a multi system kind of thing. No, this is just a Google Voice line on a personal cell phone. So yeah, yeah, it's not like I'm not that high tech. I wish I was, but I'm not. So once again, if you were that other caller that was just trying to call in right now and didn't get through, go ahead and call again right now, and I will put you live right here, right now on Network 126. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Matt.
To accept, press 1. To send voicemail, press 2.
Hello, hello, hello. You are live on Network 126. To whom am I speaking with?
This is Matt from Ohio. We talked, probably been about 3 years ago.
Oh, hey, what's up, Matt from Ohio?
Not much. I will say, at least in my neck of the woods here, it seems to be pretty quiet. I guess over Columbus, there's been some rioting and whatnot. I'm not sure really. Today, I think it's been pretty quiet at least. No, basically, I just kind of wanted to comment on, these shutdowns and all this nonsense that's been going on. Basically, I think a lot of it is an inventory problem, from my standpoint. But of course, we've known that, inventory's been kind of hit and miss in a lot of stores. I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of your regular stuff, clothing and whatnot coming in, but over time I have noticed that a lot of that stuff isn't really being replaced as quickly as it should, and in some cases there's things you just plainly cannot get.
Yeah.
So basically I'm charging that I believe China has either initiated a big slowdown or they've cut us off. And this is what the government's not telling anyone. I myself, I never really bought into the whole Corona thing. I mean, at least the be talking about how we had corporations there on the ground, Apple, Chrysler, Ford, GM, etc. And thus they had production lines. And they watched people fall off of those production lines, be it dead or perhaps they just passed out. And they never told the world anything either. They seemingly never said anything to D.C., and if they did tell anybody in D.C., well, those people never said anything. So as far as I'm concerned, by them maintaining their silence, either the corporations maintaining their silence or the politicians maintaining their silence, I would say that they've all aided and abetted China. So I just kind of wonder if anybody else got any thoughts on it. Hello?
Yeah. You're saying?
Oh. Well, I mean, that's, just kind of a little deal there. And then, of course, I did hear the other day that I guess Amazon called back a bunch of trucks to exactly what location. I'm not sure. I understand basically their headquarters or perhaps just their distribution centers at large. And then I also heard that they were closing certain distribution centers. Some of them, I guess, was in areas that was potentially affected by rioting, etc. But I don't know. I understand that there's a bunch of them that are subject to close, and it may not be in areas.
They would be very scared of something like that. That is something Amazon would do.
Yeah.
And the thing about Amazon is, that they won't close down if they got active COVID infections going on, spreading throughout their whole facilities, but they'll shut down for a riot, but not when people, getting COVID.
Well,
just goes to show you.
Yeah. But this is, that's why I say it's got to be an inventory problem. I mean, I've got some retail management under my belt, and I can say that no matter what they would shut down for, I wouldn't care if they did say it was Corona. I wouldn't care if it is, via the riots that they're reasoning. Bottom line is I believe there's what's going on in your specific area. I mean, because, you work for Amazon, so I imagine your guys' warehouse or whatnot is still pretty busy.
Well, last I was there, it was really busy, and then, the last day that I worked, though, it seemed like a lot of the stuff got cleared and moved out, and work was just kind of, trickling through. But it gets like that sometimes, so it the work volume kind of fluctuates, goes up and down. It could vary widely, the fluctuations. So I don't know if it was just another cycle like that, or if they're finally, having inventory problems and just starting to burn through, that they've reached that point where they burn through the majority, chunk of it. I don't know. But that is definitely a possibility, and that's an interesting thing to look into.
I bring that up also because of the food supply issues. With a lot of the processors shutting down. And even before they started to shut down, there was reports about, farmers dumping milk, and of course, I guess there was even some meat products that they ended up getting rid of as well. And the story behind that was there wasn't any trucks that they could produce, and they could produce all day, but they had nowhere to take it. It was like the processors at that time, most of them were still open, but I don't know, there wasn't any trucks. Some say it's because they ordered the truckers to shelter in place. In certain counties, they couldn't leave the road. Others say that basically, it's like, for instance, last year alone, there was over 600 and, trying to remember the exact number, 602 or 9, I'm sorry, I can't remember the exact number, but over 600 trucking companies that shut down.
Oh, wow.
And, the shipping industry has been, it's basically been a bunch of suckage for a good while. This year alone, sometime after the Christmas season, I believe it was January,
Damn.
It was interesting.
It's really getting serious then, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a whole systemic-wide problem that's just affecting everything in sight, basically. Just all this shitstorm going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, it's like, okay, so when they really started to ramp up the coronavirus news or whatever, I found that it was very interesting that coincided with, well, a few things, but number one, a market drop. It was like the market had started to slip, then they come up with the corona thing. And the deal that gets me is, yes, technically I believe that it was a cover. The reason why is because I believe Chrysler Corporation blew the lid off of it and nobody seemingly paid attention to it. And that was that in December, they came out and they made an announcement that, hey, we're going to shut down for a week, maybe even 2 weeks in the month of February in the new year. It's like no one caught it. And let me tell you how that works. When they come up with shutdowns like that, okay, that happened 6 months ago. As in, they roundtabled that in a meeting, and they decided that, in other words, it was planned. They just didn't decide that overnight. So, I mean, they seen something coming, but I looked into it even deeper and found reason. And that's because all of the automakers, Toyota, Nissan, Hyundai, Kia, even Mercedes, BMW, Ford, GM, Chrysler, et cetera, from all around the world. All of these automakers have the same problem. And that was coming out of December, they were all down 8 to 8.5% on sales. That's terrible.
Oh yeah, well, and then
in other words,
and then on top of that, we have the whole Hertz bankruptcy, and that's everyone's talking about that. That's been like a huge deal. All over the news. Everyone's just so concerned about that, and all those cars being liquidated and flooding the markets.
Yeah, well, and of course that's the thing though, is when I saw that those cars, that every automaker was down literally 8 to 8.5%, I'm going, oh, okay, so basically I and other people's suspicions have been confirmed. And that is that we already have a flooded used car market. So nobody can sell you a brand new car. Who in the hell needs a brand new car when you can buy a nearly brand new car, or at least something decent, for under, $6,000? Now, I know that varies from area to area to state, but roughly you can find some decent cars. I mean, hell, the depreciation on cars have been so bad in the past 6 years. It was nothing to go get a Mercedes for $3,000 or $4,000 that actually wasn't in bad shape. I mean, this is the thing. So basically, their biggest competitor is every product they made for the current model year. And then, of course, to the used car market, its biggest competitor is basically the repair market. In other words, you'll have years in the mechanical business, and believe me, whether it's a car lot or a lawnmower shop, any of that mechanical stuff, you'll have years where everybody, even if the economy's great, you'll have years where everybody would just assume to repair what they already have versus buy another used product or even go buy a new one. And then other times you'll have years where used sales are stronger than repair or new, and then other years, yes, you'll hit the way things have been for years. I would say that, the used car market is pretty popular, and then pretty much what's coming after that, probably, some months, some years, are competing with.
So, it's just a huge shitstorm. It's just a huge shitstorm, basically.
Yeah, I mean, and it is.
Like, I don't think they've ever seen anything like this, this kind of situation, the auto industry, from what I've gathered.
Well,
not quite like this.
No. I mean, you see, the thing is, part of the reason why I think that we haven't really seen much of that. I mean, now, granted, I will say that our great-grandparents probably did, to a degree, if they were in the correct areas. I mean, at one point in time, there was literally dozens, well, basically hundreds of automakers. But most of those guys bit the dust somewhere in the 20s or 30s. And there was companies I've heard about that they formed basically on Monday, and they were literally out of business by Wednesday. They didn't even get to open. I mean, that's how cutthroat it was. It just takes a lot of money. And a lot of these guys, you go bankrupt before you can make the first car. I mean, even back then it was that bad. So, I mean, we've had things that can be kind of comparable. You know, you've got, 3 or 4 companies, especially new upstarts, going out of business every couple of weeks. I mean, that's pretty bad. But then again, the car industry at that time was not looked at as a mainstay of the economy. So I guess that would make the difference. And then, of course, over time, especially from the 40s, 50s, well, mostly the 50s, post-war era, you end up with how a lot of the nameplates stuck around was not that they were functioning on their own because business was so great. It was a matter of bigger companies came in and bought them up. And, that's kind of a problem because eventually, if that big conglomerate gets in trouble, well, who do they sell out? There's no one left to acquire anyone left. You see what I mean? So, in other words, there's nowhere to run. So I think that that's kind of why we are where we are. Is because over, several decades, there's been mergers and acquisitions, and now there's no one left to merge with. There's no one left to acquire anything.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a major, that's definitely going to be a major problem for them. I don't know. I mean, the big question is obviously where the hell do we go from here?
Yeah, that's a big question.
I don't know. I mean, I can say that if we continue on this trajectory, I don't know. It kind of looks like the bastards will probably end up canceling Christmas, right? I mean, it kind of looks like, I mean, everything about the latter half of the summer, well, basically the tail end of the summer going into the fall is pretty much up to the air. I mean, like here in the state of Ohio, they're still deciding what the hell to do about school.
Yeah, yeah, really. And nobody knows really what to do.
I mean, personally, I say open back up. But, I don't know. I think half of it's a power grab. And, of course, there's a bunch of talk that federal government, I guess President is talking about potentially threatening to send the military into these areas. I guess, I don't know, these riot funds or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Ain't good. And I've seen some people out there, talk about, not the George channel, but I have just seen it around a little bit. So some of these guys are like, go ahead, send the military in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, hell no, you don't want the federal government to do that. No. Because then anytime they disagree with the governor, they'll just do that. Once you start that, there's no going back. States need to figure out how to deal with that themselves. Alright. I mean, the government to stay, the federal government to get the hell out of the state. But, so I don't know. I mean, and that's, of course, that's kind of more of the creepy aspect of all of this. Is basically the martial law type of shit coming in. I mean, I myself am very skeptical as to where we're going to go with that. I know some of this the governors, mayors, and whatnot have done themselves, but, it's like I've reminded people, through this whole thing that, look, the president was the guy who basically authorized it when he declared a national emergency. They got emergency powers now.
Oh, yeah.
So, if they really want these governors to knock it off, then really all he has to do is say, hey, folks, the emergency's over. It's summertime. Go play. And that stops the funding, and it also takes away their powers. But there's only one catch. And that is that if he does that, technically he'll be forfeiting his own emergency powers. And I think there's a little power play going on here. I really do. I think that there's something going on here. I don't think it's just limited to these two big governors. I think this goes all the way to the top.
Oh yeah, it goes up pretty far, I think, somewhere.
Yeah.
That like just the pure scale of all this that's going on, right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, sure, I'm at a bit of a loss for words.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the thing, is it's like my little town here is, well,
Yeah, really.
At the end of the day, what gets me is, hey, 33 miles southwest of here, thing, you go into Columbus, and I understand, that a lot of it's been the downtown area, but I don't know, there's been, thing, you go into Columbus, and I understand, that a lot of it's been the downtown area, but I don't know, there's been a bunch of talk of maybe some problems in the outskirts a little bit. I guess nothing major in the outskirts, but the problem is over there is that I think a lot of the suburbanites are, well, the tension's running hot. That the rumors are going around that, okay, so these guys or these other vandals or whatnot are going to come in and they're going to, mess stuff up, whatever. Yeah, it is a legitimate worry. Who knows who's going to show up where, right? And when they're going to do it. Now, the truth of it is that may never happen. But the deal is people are honestly hanging on the edge of their seat thinking that, hey, this shit could go down tomorrow. We don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is back over here and 33 miles away. Yeah, it seems, everything seems to be pretty normal. I mean, for the most part, nobody's really, I haven't seen one picture of myself. I guess a few nights back there was something downtown, but of course that was just protests. That wasn't riots, there's a difference. So, that's fine. Hey, I mean, I haven't really seen any major stuff going on. And at the same time, people back this way even kind of have that, well, something's in the air, something's not right, what the hell are we sitting around waiting on? So, I don't know, it's Columbus is a powder keg, but this town, and many like it, I think they're pressure cookers in their own right. And something's just not right. I mean, across the map, it's just not. I've seen people comment, even talk to a few folks, and whether it's big town or small town, everybody's pretty on edge. It seems.
Yeah, that just seems just to be the general way to describe it. Just everybody on edge.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know who in the hell we're waiting on the strike. Is it going to be the government? Is it going to be some of our angry neighbors and friends? Or, I mean, we don't know where the hell it's coming from.
Yeah, well, and especially, if they bring in the military and the military starts shooting at protesters, rioters, all hell is going to break loose. If they start, actually firing live rounds.
Well, that's the thing. I would think that it would. If that does, I mean,
they're talking like they want to. They want to bring it to that level based on how Trump is talking.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He's talking about that. But don't forget, what was it? It was it was mid-April, so roughly about, I don't know. It'd be over 6 weeks ago anyway. Remember when some of the governors threatened to open their states up before his
Oh yeah.
That, and he was up there talking about how, oh, I'll just override you. Well, bullshit, you can't do that. You don't have this power. But he and half of the idiots acting as if he does have this power. No, he does not. That purely falls under states' right. So basically, the reason why I bring that up is because, well, he's already set the precedent that, oh, well, you know, one way or the other, the federal government's come marching in your state. So we can do it over COVID and your defiance of orders. Okay. Or, I don't know. I guess if he was to theorize about it from back then, it would be, well, you know, here in a couple and a half months, well, you know, we can just get some riots going and then we'll just bust in the military. I mean, it seems like they want to do this one way or the other.
Oh, you know what? I'm just reading here some news articles. You know, I was looking through trying to see what's going on right now. Apparently, the latest news coming in says that the Los Angeles police have arrested more than 2,700.
2,700?
Yeah, right in LA.
What the hell are they doing with them all?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, I've never been there, but I'm assuming your local jail certainly ain't going to hold no.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Right?
It says Los Angeles.
That's a hell of a lot of people.
Yeah, it says Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore said Tuesday more than 2,700 people have been arrested since protests and violence began in the nation's second largest city. The chief told the city police commission that about 2,500 of those arrests were for failure to disperse or curfew violations. Oh, wow. The remainder were for crimes including burglary, looting, assaults on police officers, and other violence. The chief gave the figures during a report to the police department's civilians oversight board. Several new demonstrations in Los Angeles on Tuesday over the death of George Floyd have remained peaceful. Wow.
So, wait a minute. What's the estimation of people that showed up? And, well, wait a minute. I guess they said they've done this, whatever, over time anyway, over a week, right?
Yeah, but this just came out today, though. It's Illinois news from the Associated Press, but it's about Los Angeles.
So,
maybe I can just go ahead and post that link in the live chat for anybody else to check out if they're interested.
Yeah, I mean,
I just posted it right now.
Yeah, that brings up well, at least one interesting deal is, I don't know, they managed to capture 2,700 people.
Yeah.
How the cops have it so fucking rough, right?
I know, right?
They got 2,700 people that comply with them, right? I mean, I'm not saying that a few of them didn't fight, like in the deal. I know that I would, but
yeah.
I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, really.
Hell, you get 27. And then that's the thing. How many cops do they claim that I mean, you know, look, on any given day, any of this, how many police do they claim, or have they released the number on how many police are on duty at that time?
That what?
You know what I mean, like physically there.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing stories about like they've been like bringing in cops from other areas and all that kind of stuff, like where they're needed more. Like they're just kind of like trying to shuffle the cops around all over the place, you know, to try and, you know, where they think that there's going to be more activity kind of thing.
Yeah. But I mean, that's got to be one hell of a
big group of thieves.
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
Let's assume that, yeah, I mean, because each day, if they're getting in the uppers of what, 200 to what? I mean, maybe there was a day where they arrested 500 total over the course of what, maybe 8 to 12 hours, right? I mean, the typical cop, at least around here, I don't know about out there, but around here, most of them pull like 12-hour shifts. So if they're on duty for 12 hours, and it took them 12 hours to round up about, 200 folks, that's still a hell of a lot of arrests in one day. And then with each arrest, they got to go and do a report.
Yeah, that
so
too.
Office time.
Oh yeah, it's probably like hours for each one, for each cop, because they arrest so many each.
Yeah. So it's like, they got to, file all their paperwork, they got to, do all that shit, and then that takes them off the street for, well, who knows, maybe a couple, 3 hours, right?
Oh yeah, easily, I would think.
So that means that they've got to have reserves that's, standing by. So that means there's got to be what?
Yeah.
2 cops to 1?
Maybe.
One cop that's out there making an arrest, there's 2 backing them up. Where the hell are they getting them all?
Yeah, really.
I mean,
yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, I kind of bring that up because I know around here I caught them bullshit years ago about how old they claim on any given shift. They only get, and now, granted, this is a small town, but they claim there's only like 5 cops on duty all the time. Now, there's a sheriff's office, and interestingly enough, they claim the same thing in their county one. Now, of course, this is it's a central Ohio kind of boonish county. I mean, there's a lot of open roads to drive around here. But I mean, 5 officers on duty for the entire county coming up. And the reason why I say that is because if you've ever had the pleasure of being pulled over by any of these folks, whether it's the city cops, hell, I even got nailed by a statey one time. It's like 2 of their buddies will show up. And then a lot of the times you can get out of tickets because they'll just go over and bullshit for a while. And then pretty soon they're handing you back your license. It's like, okay, just get out of here. And it's like, what the hell? So if there's only 5 of them on duty and there's like 3 of them right next to me, well, what the hell is the other 2 doing?
Hey, someone was asking, because I was just having to be glancing at the comments. Someone was asking, Brian, can you ask your caller how much longer people can hang on with the current unemployment rate?
Oh, well, okay, so that's where it gets interesting, actually. Well, where to begin? Basically, it's like this. What you have is, of course, companies done to get, now, there was some provisions made specifically for, small businesses, etc. Problem with this is a lot of those businesses, particularly restaurants, if they do decide to open back up, which many have decided they're not going to because they cannot turn a profit at 25 or 50% capacity. But for the ones that decided, okay, we'll take the plunge and give it a go, the idea is at some point they're supposed to basically pick up a stimulus check. But it's my theory that most of these businesses will never ever see that stimulus. And it's not necessarily because the government's unwilling to send it. It's because they're going to go back into business, and then probably within 6 weeks, they're going to shut down.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time the check's in the mail, they're out of business. So what those business owners are going to do for a job is beyond me. Hypothetically, they should have, well, that would count as management experience. Problem is, where the hell are you going to go be a manager? I've actually had this trouble. Yeah, it's not good. As far as the unemployment benefits themselves, well, it depends on when you file those. I know here we've got, you get them for 26 weeks. So basically, it's going unemployment rate, it's like right now it's 40%. A lot of estimates are saying, I and some other fellows that are talking about how it's much more than that, because you see, if somebody loses their job today, and with the lines being jammed up on unemployment, like you can't get through, it could take you a week to file. So
yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people having problems like that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
hoping that.
Going to get counted, but
well, I was just going to say that I'm hoping that I'm not, like, quote, out of business, by the time I got a check in the mail, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's getting serious.
Yeah, it's not good, and it's basically, I guess, the long and the short of it, it's going to get worse, and that unemployment rate is going to climb higher.
Oh yeah.
And the reason being is because look, even companies like insurance companies obviously are they're cutting people. Everybody's cutting their staff. It's quickly becoming that there's nowhere to run. Now, for the time being, you might be able to get in some, but it's going to be probably shit. It's going to be, if you do pick up some type of office job, okay, it's going to be probably, you're going to have to go to temp service to get it. Those guys may already have people knocking down their doors. The difference, the reason why I kind of say that now and through a good portion of the summer, you might be able to get into something if you hurry, is because a lot of people are just going to ride that unemployment out. And I would anticipate that depending upon when they file it, but let's say most people filed in April. Okay, so that means late August into September. Depends on when they actually started collecting it. That all of these people are going to be thrown off of it, and then they too are going to be dumped right back on to the job market.
Yeah, and a lot of them aren't going to even have jobs to go back to.
Exactly. So basically, we're right back to where we were, pretty much 08, and you know what I mean, last decade, where, all the way through that time, where basically everybody's competing for the same shitty job. And of course, that's going to make a lot of things worse. Employers are going to want you to do even more, and you're not really going to get any more money for it. Well, the government's already basically made every job a temporary job anyway, and let me go ahead and tell you about that. You ever hear of the work opportunity tax credit?
The which one?
The work opportunity tax credit. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I don't know too much about it.
Okay, well, it's very basic. It's very brief. But basically how that works is if somebody has been unemployed for so long, could be 3 months, might be 6. I think there might be a variance on that. So at the very basic, if they've been unemployed for that amount of time, then they go in and apply for a job. No matter where you go to apply at, you're going to be asked to fill this thing out. And what it is if you qualify for that, you don't get it, the employer. I'll just tell you that right now. Basically, it's an incentive for the employer to pretty much hire you. But the stipulations, they're basic. If they work you for 120 hours, then they get a 25% tax break. If they work you for 400 hours, they get a 400% tax break. So the majority of these would-be employers, they're not working anybody for 400 hours. What they're doing is they're hiring in a big volume of people, say like 10, maybe 20, right? And everybody fills this out. Some of them will get it, some of them won't. Bottom line is they'll work them for 120 hours. Then they already start looking, by the time they even get 80 hours on the job, the employers already start to look for new people. Then they'll drum up whatever reason. See, it's like in my state, we're an at-will employee state. They don't need a reason to fire you. they'll just run you some bullshit and throw you out the door. So what happens is they hire a big volume of people, they work them long enough to get their tax breaks, they get another group in there, and then they get rid of the previous group. This is what happens. The government is basically made damn sure that every job is a temporary job, and you don't even need to go to a temp service to get a temp job. Now, to add insult to injury, guess who else qualifies for the damn tax credit? Well, the temp services. They count as an employer. So they can receive it as well. So basically, just for your sheer existence, and for them pretending to give you a job, they'll get a tax break. But more times than not, these jobs never actually materialize into real permanent work. And in most cases, they just make shit up for you to do. That's how bad it really is. And that's only going to get worse. So the reason why I bring that up is because the next thing that's going to happen, probably, we'll see it more so on the other side of summer. And what that's going to be is you're going to have everybody dick-wagging about how, oh, well, you know, there's plenty of jobs out there. I see help wanted signs everywhere. Remember that bullshit last decade?
Oh, yeah, I hated that.
Help wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the help wanted signs never came down. Well, there's a reason for that. It's called the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. Basically, the fucking government is paying them to put those signs up.
Oh.
It serves two purposes. It serves two purposes. Number one purpose, your typical individual going down the road sees the help wanted sign, and then they immediately busted their ass to get over to the family event and tell specifically all of the young people all about how there's all these jobs available. Okay? It helps them stay in their pub. The second purpose it serves is, well, obviously, the factory, the employer, who cares? It could be a restaurant. That help wanted sign is going to stay up because they're getting incentive. So it basically lets another group of people know that, oh, hey, could be you next time. Come on in, we'll work you for 120 hours, then we'll fire your ass. It basically serves two purposes. Hello?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know my phone making noise. But, yeah, I mean, half of it is basic, half of that back then, but what's coming up is psychological bullshit. So, the current unemployment number, I mean, look, I would suspect that this is, by the time you get to mid-September, it's got to be 60%. It's got to be 60% unemployment, no question. They're more than likely not going to come out and say that. I would be surprised if you get them to a mid to 51, 52%. I don't even think they're going to go, they're probably not even going to go to 45. But so it'll be like last decade, where we know that it was higher, 10 to 20% or more. And of course, yes, that can vary from area to area. But we knew that it was worse than what they were telling us. Everybody knew. So, how long are people going to be able to survive? Well, 26 weeks. That's what you got. And that's 26 weeks from the minute you started to draw a check. So, I would suggest everybody get their calendars out and add that up, and then you'll know roughly when you're getting thrown off. And the only other thing that may happen in the meantime would be, I guess, if there's even more problems with the food chain, if the supply chain. I anticipate there's probably going to be some more problems. How bad it's really going to get, that we don't know. I will say one thing to keep an eye on is definitely the shipping industry. Because if more of that goes down, okay, that means less trucks. And we know the trucks haul numerous things. And you know what? Most of them, they're not really hauling food. So, more trucks you lose in the shipping industry, that also means the less trucks available that could be hauling food. So, And then, of course, watch the prices go up. I'm sure they've already gone up in your area. I know around here we've had massive price hikes. It's like where I used to be able to get packed T-bone steaks literally at the cheap store, and they were good steaks. I used to be able to get those for, I don't know, 11, 12 bucks. Some of the better cuts, maybe about 15. Now you're looking at the bottom line price is about 15, and then you're going to go all the way up to $25. Now, I know some people are already accustomed to paying those prices, but trust me, for Central Ohio, that's crazy. There is noticeable differences, and then on top of that, to go through the store, there's empty shelves, and then half of the damn place is left. And it doesn't matter what store you go in. Some of them do make a bit of an effort to keep it nice looking. Some of them do make a bit of an effort to keep it nice looking, but
yeah.
Oh shit! I think they're just.
I got another call trying to call in here. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, hey, I'm sorry about taking so long.
Okay.
And anyway, so yeah, man, it was good talking to you, and I hope I didn't bore everyone.
There's just all kinds of crazy people in section.
Oh well, makes the world go round.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was great having you on.
Yeah. Hey, that was fun. We'll have to do that again.
There's so much to talk about. I know.
Oh, I don't think we're going to run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Weeks, so.
Probably it'll continue on in another live stream, I'm sure.
I look forward to the next one.
All right.
I'll definitely talk to you later. Hey, you take care of yourself now.
All right, you do the same, man.
Yep. Take it easy.
All right, peace out.
Yep.
Okay, this other caller calling back in now.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Oh, they just hung up. I just accepted the call and then they just hung up. All right. Did you have like cold feet about going live on network 126 or what? Thanks, AC, saying Brian has some adult sites on his browser tab loaded up because this guy is already cutting into that time. Oh, you guys. The phone lines are open, by the way, if that other caller wants to try calling in again. I tried answering right now, but then as soon as it patched through, you guys, whoever that was, hung up. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, well, I guess if no cold feet, but how do you top that? Oh, okay. Saying Joe Mama here. Well, if you don't want to call in, I might just wrap this up then, I guess. At the, before the 2.5 hour mark. We're at 2 hours and 15 minutes here. Because I don't want to run these live streams too long either. So if everyone's good with that, we can just kind of just wrap it up about there. And if anything else happens, I'll be sure to be uploading it straight here to Network 126. Mike D. Mann is saying, I like this talk show format. I can see a timer for time limit. Fusion Gaming says, serious question. What the fuck is he talking about? Who? Anyway, Fusion Gaming saying he changed the format. Bumblebee 20 saying Don't let the now hiring signs fool you. I've seen one up for 3 years straight. 3 years straight. Wow. Isn't that something? It seems like the world just runs on bullshit. You know, like it runs on credit. Well, like credit's kind of bullshit because you're spending money that you don't have. This whole world just runs on bullshit. Really. So anyway, with that being said, if nobody really has much of anything else to say, I think I'm just going to wrap this up. Joe Mama is asking, when are you going back to Amazon? I have no idea if I'm even going to work at Amazon again. I don't know what they're going to do with me. That's what makes me so nervous and anxious and just, yeah, because I already haven't worked for like an entire work week now. So I've just lost out on like almost $600 so far. So, yeah, this shit sucks. It's just one thing after another, after another, after another, you know? It just never ends. So, anyway, I'm seeing some, maybe I'll just go ahead and post the link here. It's a live, it's live news footage coverage of, let me see. There's some protests underway in Southern California. So I think after I sign off here, I'm going to check this out. You guys should check this out with me. I just posted the link there in the live chat. Huge protest. It looks like it's going on in somewhere down here in Southern California. So I don't know. I haven't clicked on it yet because I feel like if I click on it right now, it's gonna cut into my internet bandwidth and I'll start like having a lot of problems with the live stream. So I don't want to do too much with the fragile internet bandwidth here. Lee Bradbury saying, dude, get off YouTube and go to work. You've cried for years about not having a job, blah, 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 blah. Dude, apparently you don't know what it's like to try working suffocating off mask for 10 hours per shift every night. Do I need to demonstrate again how the damn thing like sticks to my mouth when I'm like out of breath inhaling? Come on, man. Anyway, I swear some people, they just never stop. They just insist on, spreading and jamming their bullshit down people's throats. So anyway, guys, I guess I'm just gonna leave it, wrap it up right around here, so I can, kind of recharge, eat something, drink some more water, whatever I want to do, go to the bathroom, whatever. Because I've been here for now just under 2 hours and 20 minutes. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to. Fusion Gaming was calling out Lee Bradbury there. It was like, Lee, come on, bro. Thanks, Fusion Gaming, by the way, for that. Did he hang up on him? Well, I got another caller, and then, yeah, he ended up just saying he had to go anyway, and his phone battery was about to die. I don't know if I really want to take another caller right now, but unless it was maybe like a really, really, really good one. But what do you mean, Brian? Can you order a pizza for us, Pastor Lindsay Williams? Dude, I just got done explaining how I haven't worked in the past week, and how I just lost out on like $600, and I'm rapidly burning through the money that I have, and you're telling me to order pizza for the audience? Come on now, dude. Come on. You're Pastor Lindsay fucking Williams. Like, don't you have like millions of dollars from your, your church or whatever? Oh, I mean a pizza for you that you show us. Well, in order for me to do that, I have to click off live stream and go out and get it. So why are you getting off? Quit acting like you have shit to do. Yeah, well, but I also get tired of talking for over 2 hours continuous straightly. Anyway, you know what I mean? Because it literally has been, I'm going on 2 hours and 21 minutes now. It's not easy to keep talking continuously for that long, and to try to be like entertaining and all whatnot, or at least put something out there. Like make some content. Like not just what I'm trying to say. Oh God. The phone is ringing, but I don't think I have it in me to take another one right now. I think because really this is supposed to be a live stream about the curfew anyway, and we're kind of talking about it. We're kind of not, and this is going over. It's about to hit 2.5 hours soon. Do a stream with co-hosts. I don't really have co-hosts, so. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I think I'm just going to wrap this up right about here because I do have to go to the bathroom too. Dude, what do you mean marble soda? What do you mean take the call, dude? You're like a little girl. Dude, I've been on much consistently nonstop here. I mean, come on, dude. Like, I can't, I got to go to the bathroom. I want to, eat and drink something and, I'm a human being just like everyone else here. At least I hope everyone else here is a human being. Pastor Lindsay Williams saying, does Amazon hire any pretty women at the warehouse? Oh, tons. 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 So with that being said, thumbs up for pretty women. I only got 12 thumbs up right now. Hopefully that'll creep up a little bit more before I end this live stream. Yeah, that's pretty much all I guess that needs to be said for the moment right now. I'm getting kind of tired of this right now. I mean, let's face it, like I said, it's been nearly 2.5 hours. So if I'm feeling up for it, maybe I might do another one later tonight, or maybe I'll be out delivering food and trying to get some footage with this camera right here with my 60x optical zoom and try to get something good to upload for you guys. So it'll be right here on Network 126 if I do happen to catch something good. I hope I do. Be nice to catch some building on fire or something, people smashing windows, that kind of thing. Zoom all up in on everything. Zoom all up in on the cops' faces. Oh, what's up, the RC bully? Oh man, you're coming in really late. I'm really tired right now. I'm about to wrap this live stream up. Yeah, you did miss a lot. LA is fucked, says Marble Soda. You should move in with Anthony. Oh, no. Hey, I think I'd rather take my chances in LA than move in with Anthony. Mike D-Man saying, you rock. Thanks, man. Marble Soda saying, come back later, B. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I guess I'll end this on a 2 hour and 25-minute mark, which is in 15 seconds. Don't smoke so much weed, dude. Then oh, I guess it was deleted. Oh well. Going on 57 seconds. Yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up right here. You guys are watching Network 126, everybody. Until next time, Network out.